y'all. We are here to create the team Hellhounds, which is led by Sarge and includes Doc, Trix, and Charles. Now, just like I did with my team, we use a D100 chart. So the blue will be the 10s and the reds the 1s, and occasionally we'll need a D6. And here's the D100 charts here right at the beginning. We're going ahead and just having them all be humans. It makes it a little bit easier right now. You know, there's nothing wrong playing our species, you know. So anyways, but yeah. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with the leaders, and the leaders always start off with one luck point. So no matter what, the leader has the luck point, and you'll find out exactly what those luck points mean as we roll through here. I got my little dice tower here, and I put the credits over here because yeah, you're gonna have to be managing your money and all that. I mean, you're gonna get a spaceship or whatever to travel from planet to planet. It's gonna cost money for upkeep. It's gonna cost money to pay your crew and so forth, and all that good stuff. Pay for fines, pay for fees, pay for all this stuff. So anyways, enough of this blabbering. Let's go ahead and start rolling for the background, Sarge's background and Sarge's motivation and the class. So as you can see here, we got the chart ready to go, and let's start rolling. Oh yeah, another thing is I do everything on paper here, and then I will transfer it over to the 5 Parsecs for Home tables that they use. Their team sheets and counter sheets and world log sheets. It's just easier for me to get it all here and then transfer it. So okay, Sarge, here we go, man. Background table, and we roll 9. Whoa, crap, rolled a 99. Oh, what we got here? All right, Sarge, it says here alien culture. Pretty cool, which means you get a +1 high-tech weapon. So you're gonna end up with a high-tech weapon, which is very, very cool. Wow. Now we'll roll on the motivation table here. It's another D100 roll. And your motivation, Sarge, is a 64. So we come down here. Oh crap, Sarge. Your motivation's revenge. And you get +2 XP. Wow. If you're wondering how all this is, that is a really good roll. Oh crap. But you know what? Your revenge includes a rival. Ew, boy, you guys are gonna have a rival with you. Next is the class table here, D100, and you get a 97. So a 97, scavenger. You are a scavenger. You're part of the scavenger class. Now you're an interesting leader there, Mythos, Sarge, I should say, and you get a 1 rumor. And oh my gosh, you get another +1 high-tech weapon. Oh my gosh, that gives you 2 high-tech weapons. That's really, really cool. Okay, next on the list is Doc. Doc, your background. Here we gotta get you over here. Okay, D100. Doc's background's a 76. Doc, you are a... Okay, your background table is an orphan utility program. I gotta try to figure out what that's all about. Orphan utility program. The neat thing is, you know, maybe you're like a doctor for the orphans or something like that. You have a heart for the orphans, or it says utility program. So I'm wondering, it's like, do you make like create children cyborgs or something, or you know, do you I don't know, man. That could be shady, or that could be a positive thing there. So we can work with that and see what we can do. But the neat thing is, you have a patron, and that's a good thing to have. And you also have +1 story point. Story points are great because you could use the story points for rerolls to change. It's what it is. You could change the story of a character if you want. Say your character dies, you know, it goes into med bay and you're rolling something and you die. You could actually use that story point and bring them back to life and so forth. So a lot of things you can do with it, but they are, when they're used, they are used. So you want to be careful on how to use your story points through the quest, through the campaign and all that. Again, remember, we're doing a 20 campaign turns, which means it's 20 games. Believe me, they go fast. I've been watching some videos and stuff, and from my game, it goes fast on the campaign turn. So anyways, enough of that. Let's go ahead and roll for Doc's motivation. What is Doc motivated by? Holy crap, 0, 1. I rolled a 1 out of 100. I rolled a 1. You are motivated by wealth, Doc. You want the money. Doc wants money. So we got that, and it comes with a +1 d6 credits. Of course it does. So we'll go ahead and roll that right now and see how much money you get. I'll put equals. So d6 here, we roll it, and Doc rolled a 6. You're loaded, Doc. You got 6 credits. Holy crap. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and roll for your gadget here on the gadget table right here. So it's a D100 here. And yeah, it tells you where to see exactly what those gadgets are. But all right, so it's a D100, Doc 25, gadget table 25, a displacer. I have no idea what a displacer is. We could look at it real quick if you like. 53 to 58. Displacer is... Displacer, usable once per mission instead of moving. Aim anywhere in sight. The character it teleports to a point away in a random directions. If the teleport would end up within a solid obstacle, the device fails and must be repaired before it can be used again. The character emerges on the same height as the aiming point. Wow, you get to teleport somebody. It looks like it's a one-use time thing. Cool. So Doc has 2 patrons, which is going to help out his crew big time, and he's bringing the money in for the group here with 6 credits. It's got a +1 story point, and it's got a +1 reaction. Very cool. And a displacer, so he could be able to teleport somebody. I bet you could teleport yourself too. Well, I'll look into that more. And that is Doc for you. Next up is Trix, and we'll start with her background. Okay, D100 on the background. Trix has a 61. 61, it comes up to long-term space mission. Okay. So you've been out there in space for a while, it looks like. Term space mission. And it looks like you have some stuff. +1 savvy. That's cool. You're going to need that savvy. You'll figure that out here in a little bit. And that is it. Next is your motivation. What is Trix's motivation? It is a 63. Trix's motivation, she's loyalty. So loyal to the group. And loyalty brings in, you got another patron. So now you guys have 3 patrons. That's, that's good to have because it gives you 3 chances to figure out what missions you want to do. And you get +1 story point. Awesome. That gives you 2 story points, guys. And then Trix's class. What is Trix's class table? Is a 40. Trix, you're an artist. I'm not sure how we'll make that out. But Trix, you're an artist, but you get a +1 D6 credit. So you're going to be bringing some money in. So let's see what we get. Let's go ahead and roll D6 here. And Trix, you brought in 1 credit. So it's better than nothing though, man. It gives you a total of 7 credits right now. So good deal. And that's pretty much it for Trix. So Trix, you got 1 credit to bring into the group. You got the +1 story point. That's cool. And the +1 savvy is nice to have. And big thing is you brought in a patron. So that is... we got 2 patrons, and Sarge has a rival. Sarge pissed someone off, and that dude's following Sarge around, and you guys. So, all right, next up is gonna be Charles or Charlemagne. Okay, Charlemagne, your background is 45, and you are Frontier Gang. Charlemagne is a gangsta. And what does a Frontier Gangsta bring in? +1 combat. Oh, you're gonna be the brute. Charles motivation. Charlemagne. Keep saying Charles. Motivation. You are motivated. Charlemagne's motivated by 36. 36. Adventure. That's cool. Motivated by adventure, so you love your adventures. And you get a +1 d6, so you're going to be rolling in some dough here. And put an equal. We'll go ahead and do that now. And you bring in 3 creds. Cool. So you got 3 creds there. And what else? And you get a +1 low tech. That's nice. You need to, add up the weapons because you're going to have a little weapon stash going for all you guys. Okay, Charles, let's see. What class are you? And you're 36. Primitive. Yeah, that kind of goes with gangster, huh? And you got the low-tech weapon, so primitive. You get a +1 speed. Ooh, you're going to go faster than the other dudes. You're going to be the speedster. Dang, you're going to have the muscle and you're going to have the brawn and the speed. And you get another +1 low-tech weapon. That's cool. So, more the merrier, man. Just do one wep there. Alrighty, that takes care of Sarge, Doc, Trix, and Charlemagne's background and motivation and their classes. So, see, it doesn't take long, especially when you are used to doing the tables here. You fly through the crew pretty quick. So, okay, next we're going to be rolling on the crew equipment here. And what it is you get 3 rolls on the military weapon table. You got your weapons table right here, your low-tech weapons, your military weapons, and your high-tech weapons. For each crew member who rolled at least 1 savvy increase, you may take one of these rolls on the high-tech weapon table. And so you get 3 rolls on the low-tech weapon table, 1 roll on the gear, 1 roll on the gadget. Anyways, any equipment obtained from these tables can be issued and distributed to your characters as you see fit. Captain! And you guys could speak amongst yourselves when it is all provided to you. We'll go ahead and roll. Someone got savvy. I think that was Trix. So Trix has 1 savvy there. So you get 3 rolls on a military weapon table. So you'll technically have 2 rolls on a military weapon table, and then you want to use that 1 savvy on the high tech, which you want to use that savvy on the high tech. Charlemagne. It's Sarge. He gets a roll twice on the high tech weapons because he's got a +1 high tech weapon here and a +1 high tech weapon. So let's go ahead and take care of Sarge's high tech weapon since he's got 1 high tech weapon here, so he can roll twice. It's a D100 roll here. So all right, let's do the first one. Sarge is a 39, which means it's a beam pistol. I will give you guys the details of these weapons when we're all done here. So you got one that's a beam pistol, B-E-A-M, not a beam like a beam. So and then your second one is 33. So 33. It's another beam pistol. So you got 2 beam pistols, man. So all these weapons, you get to pick what you need for each mission or whatever, gear, gadgets, weapons, and they all hang out in your ship. So now if your ship blows up or whatever, then you lose everything. There's that does happen. So alrighty. So now we go ahead and do the next high because Trix has +1 savvy. Now Trix, this will not go into your inventory, but it'll go down here. But again, it's another chance at another high-tech weapon here. So we'll go ahead and roll for another high-tech weapon, and it's a fell out. It looks like it's a 6. And high-tech weapon is going to be a hand cannon. That's gonna be nice. Even just the name of it. So you got a hand cannon in the weapon stash. And now we'll go ahead and do the regular rolls for the weapons. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and do 2 rolls because you used 1 roll for your high-tech weapon because you used the savvy on there. So now you have 2 rolls for the military weapon table. So it's a D100, and we're gonna be rolling for one of these here. So, alright, so here we go, guys. We got a 72. One of them is, this one's going to be an auto rifle. Nice to have. Nice. And the next military grade is a 43 infantry laser. Another nice one. You'll see what I mean. So good rolls there. So now we got those out of the way. Now we roll for low-tech weapons. And I believe Charlemagne has a low-tech weapon. Yes, so the low-tech weapon here is a D100 roll. So let's go ahead and take care of Charlemagne here. He's actually got 2 low-tech weapons. So Charlemagne, let's go ahead and roll for your low-techs. You have a 98. Low-tech weapon is going to be a brutal melee weapon. Dude, that's perfect for you. I mean, because you obviously got the +1 combat, and you're pretty much the brute in the group here. So that is a brutal melee weapon. Again, like I said, you'll know exactly what these weapons are later on. So it's definitely for melee. And then your second one is 56. It's going to be a colony rifle. Colony rifle's all right. So you'll see what I mean. So, but these are low-tech weapons. So, all right, we got Charlemagne out of the way. Now, Charlemagne, same thing with you, is you can do whatever you want. You can place them to the weapon stash, or just give them to one of your crew members and so forth. So do what you want with them. They're your weapons. And now we will do the 3 rolls of the low-tech weapons and place them in the weapon stash. Okay, the first roll of the low-tech weapon is a 61, which is a colony rifle. So we got another colony rifle. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. Second roll in the low-tech is a 65. I think that's the same thing. Yep, a colony rifle. I'll just put ×2 right now. And then the third roll is a 14. A handgun. Those are nice to have. Nice to have a handgun. You'll see why. So, alrighty. And then we do one roll on the gear table, which is a D100. We'll go ahead and do this now. And, oh gosh, a 9. What's a 9 on gear? A beam light. I have no idea what that is. Never rolled that one. Beam light, and then you get one roll on the gadget table. And that's a D100, and it's a 99. A stim pack. That sounds pretty cool. And that's your equipment and your weapons. So have all this stuff. It says here all equipment is detailed on pages 53 and 58. And all weapons are detailed on pages 50 to 52. When I send you guys this information here, the list, I will have the description of the weapons for you, so make it easier for you guys to, talk about it, who wants what, and blah blah blah, and all that stuff. So that takes care of the equipment. Next up is the ship details. Your spaceship, guys. Okay, fun part here, man. What kind of spaceship are you guys gonna be traveling in? It's a D100 table here. We'll be seeing. I'll talk about how much hull points, how strong your ship is, your debt, which is gonna be 1d6 plus whatever. It depends on what the ship is. So, alrighty, here we go. D100. The Hellhound ship is. Ooh, I rolled a 9. Is a worn freighter. Alrighty. Anyways, so your spaceship is a worn freighter. You guys can name your ship later on or not name it at all. So the debt you owe on this ship is going to be a 1d6 plus 20 credits. Well, at least it's cheap. So it's going to be 20 plus 2. So you owe 22 credits for that ship. So I'll just put 22 credits right here. You got to pay it off. Each campaign that goes, there's actually it adds a credit to your balance because there's interest. So it does have a hull point of 30. So we'll go ahead and put hull equals 30, which is, it's a pretty strong rust bucket, and there's no traits to it. So there you go, man. You guys are flying around in a worn freighter. So, and you owe 22 credits on it. So, all right. So, and next up is going to be the flavor details. Yeah, the flavor details is where you roll on the crew table below. These rolls are purely to add character and will not influence gameplay. They are, however, highly recommended. So let's see. So we're going to be rolling the D100, and it's we met through. Oh, get this dice out of the way. We met through 28. We met through being in trouble with the authorities. And finally, we are best characterized as 10. We are best characterized as lovable rogues. That's awesome, dude. That's really cool. So, lovable rogues. You guys are gonna have some charisma, I guess. So, it's so fun making up these teams and all that. So, oh wow. Yeah, here's an example of the crew log. I don't know if you can see that. Maximize your screen if you need to, but yeah, so this is what I'll be sending to you, to the teams, to team captains or whoever, and so you'll have a better way of reading this stuff. So they actually have a worn freighter right here. So hull points is 30, debt is 25. So yeah, this will be pretty cool. Yeah, think of a name for your heap of junk there. And next is I'm gonna add up your guys' credits. Yeah, you guys didn't do that well in credits. We got we got 6 here from Doc. Tricks is 1, so that makes it 7. Charlemagne rolled a 3 credits, so the team has a total of 10 credits. Oh boy, you guys are gonna need to make some money. And there's a lot of ways of making credits, money, whatever. So, but alrighty, just go ahead and knock these down here so I know I added them. Oh yeah, there is. You can actually buy ship upgrades. You know, like a medical bay, cargo hold, database shuttle, merchant link, so forth on here. But with the amount of credits you have, you really should not do any upgrades right now. You guys are pretty much broke. And remember, every campaign turn, the amount owed goes up by +1 credit if you currently owe 30 credits or less, +2 if you owe 31 credits or more. So every time you guys finish a game, you got to add a credit to the balance of your ship. So since you have 10 credits, I'm leaving that up to you. If you want to put anything towards the balance of your ship, just let me know, and I will deduct that off your deduct the total credits owed on your ship. Okay, I'm going to end it there for now for the Hellhounds. The next video will be their campaign. We'll be setting up their campaign preparation and all that. So since they're crew size of 4, begin the game with 4 characters. You may deploy up to 4 characters in battle. When determining enemy numbers, you will fight. Roll 2d6 and use the lower result of the 2 dice. Sounds like that's going to be pretty low, but believe me, when you get to find out who you're fighting against, most likely they'll have a plus number on their stats, and you add that to what you rolled here. So we're going to go ahead and do the victory condition will be play 20 campaign turns. We'll go that route, and we'll keep it at normal. We're not going to do challenging, hardcore, insanity, or easy. So yeah, and that's it. We can establish any house rules. If there's anything you guys want to establish, that's fine. So, but yeah, we're gonna stop it here. I appreciate everyone that has watched this video. Again, if you guys like to join in on our 5 Parsecs from Home Galaxy, is what I'm gonna call it, where you could make up a team. You gotta have at least 4. 5 Parsecs game. You can have a team of 4 to 6 characters or players to join in on this. So anyways, I'm more than happy to roll all this stuff up and and then send you guys the information. You guys sit there and talk about what you want to do, and then let me know, and then I'll play the game out, and then we'll go to post battle and so forth. So I think this is doable. I think it's going to work out. You know, this is the first time we're doing this, and you know, down the road, if we need to make some adjustments on some things, so be it. So I just think this is going to be very fun. So all right, stay tuned for the Hellhounds campaign creation and battle prep.